Okay, so what is a whiteboard animation? According to Wikipedia, the term whiteboard animation comes from the process of someone drawing on a whiteboard and recording it. It is a process where a creative story and storyboard with pictures drawn on a whiteboard. It is massively used in TV and internet advertising to communicate messages in a unique way. Okay, so now you might be thinking there are a million ways to make a video. What makes whiteboard animation stick out in a sea of media madness? That's exactly what we are going to find out next. Okay, so here are some reasons why whiteboard animation videos are widely used by marketeers and actually can convert more potential viewers into actual buyers. First reason, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Whiteboard animation videos are an essential tool for marketeers trying to convey complex ideas in a compelling way, without talking heads or expensive video production, because they blend professional quality audio with real-time illustrations that come to life before the viewer's eyes. Second reason, whiteboard videos are able to be created to cater to a very specific message or service with little to none of the extra fluff that you may find in other types of views. Third reason, they are fun. If done correctly and with an impactful and effective script, they can be very entertaining to the viewer. By creating an informative video that is still fun, people view a company as one that they want to do business with. Fourth reason, they are memorable. Because the defining characteristics of this medium is drawing, one of the oldest forms of visual communication. When potential customers remember your drawings, they remember you, they remember your product or service. When they remember you, they tell other people about you. Fifth reason, whiteboard videos can be placed anywhere, allowing for great flexibility for your marketing. Being a digital video, it can be distributed infinite times among any number of platforms. It can be hosted on a website, shown in a presentation, link it to an email, place in an electronic textbook, copy it, download it, share it, upload it, whatever. Once made, you can use it as much as you want and hand it out to anyone you like. Your video can travel the world and work for you at all hours of the day, even when you are sleeping. In the end, reaching your audience couldn't be easier. Our next question is, why use VideoScribe out of all the other whiteboard animation tools? Let's find out next. Why VideoScribe? Because it is simple and very easy to use. The level of control you have over each image, text, camera movements, and everything is amazing. Throughout this course, I will teach you everything you need to know to get up and running with VideoScribe. Also, you can find some advanced techniques lectures here. VideoScribe offers 7 days trial that you can use to try out the program. Let's find out how to get and download your free trial next. In order to get the free trial, we are going to do the following steps. Go to VideoScribe.co, click Start Free Trial. This will direct you to a form where you fill in your information and click Sign Up. Once you clicked Sign Up, you should receive a confirmation email. Check the email and click Confirm. Your free trial will be automatically downloading. The limitations that you may find in the free trial is that you'll not be able to do the following. Remove the VideoScribe logo from your scribes. Create videos in high definition resolution. Export videos as WMV, MOV, and AVI movies. After setting up your free trial, let's start by going through the project screen. Next. Once you have your account set up and running, enter your username and password and click Login. Next, you will see the project screen. On the top left, there is a plus symbol where you click to create a new scribe. The next square is where you can access scribes you have saved to the cloud. The other squares are your previously created projects saved locally. They are sorted by newest first by default. This can be changed from here. You can sort by newest first, oldest first, or name order. You could also go through pages of projects from here. If you are searching for a specific project or set of projects with the same word, you can create filter by clicking this filter-shaped icon and entering a keyword. If you want to delete the filter, you just remove the keyword from the text box and click OK. To import .scribe files, VideoScribe own file format, you can do that by clicking the file-looking icon at the bottom right of the screen and navigating to the file. Anytime you save your file as a .scribe, you can open it on any computer that has VideoScribe and start to edit. The other way to save your project is by saving it to the cloud. This means that your project is saved directly to VideoScribe servers. If you saved a project to the cloud, you can access it and edit it on any computer that has internet connection and has VideoScribe installed. You can access all your saved projects to the cloud by clicking on the cloud icon on the project screen. Or you can go to your profile on VideoScribe website. Cloud is a good option for those who work on multiple computers frequently. Continuing down the line, there is a question mark icon where you can go to VideoScribe help website or watch some tutorial videos and get support for any problems you may encounter. Finally, we have the default settings icon. Let's check those settings in details next. Okay, so by clicking on the gear icon located on the bottom right of the project screen, you get to control the default settings of all the scribes you are about to create. Button Save, where VideoScribe keeps saving your project. I recommend not to leave this setting off. Default transition time is a delay time between drawing one element to the next. Default pause time is the pause time added after drawing each element. Default max draw time is the maximum time you want the hand tool to take to draw an element. Image quality works only for PNG and JPEG files. Vector files, the SVG, would not use this setting. By time, you should be able to figure out your own default settings that are suitable for you and your projects. Finally, you can access your account on VideoScribe website from here. Let's create a new project and go over the main project window next. By clicking on the plus icon, you will be directed to the main project window. On the top left, we have the Save button. Then we have the Import tools where you can add text, images, charts, music, and a voiceover to your scribe. We will talk about each in separate videos later on. We are just now going over exactly what we have on the screen. Next to the import icons, there are two buttons that control the look of your project, like the canvas color and the default hand that draws each element. At the top right, we have the preview and publish button. We will go through these several publish options later on. At the bottom of the window, we do have the timeline or the storyboard that displays each element you add on the canvas in the order that they will appear. This is where you change your element properties, which we'll discuss in details later. Then last, we do have on the bottom right of the screen, cut, paste, copy, and the camera controls. Let's proceed next by adding text onto the canvas to understand how it works in addition to the timeline and camera. Let's start by adding some text to the canvas. If you click Preview, this will be the default settings to the text and camera positioning. Let's start by changing the camera settings. In order to change the camera settings, we should first seek the position we want to set the camera on. There are some controls here to zoom in and zoom out. Go right, left, up, or down. You can also drag the canvas with the mouse to move around to any direction you want instead. This control will zoom the camera to a position where all elements you have added on the canvas are shown. Okay. Let's say you want to set the camera for the first text at this position. You will select the text and click the Set Camera Position control to save this position for this element. If you click Preview, it should play like this. If you clicked on the same element and click the Clear Camera Position button, it should clear any saved positions for this element. Now say you want to save the camera to this position for both of these elements. You click Command or Control and select the elements, then click the Set button. Now it should play like this. If you want to change the camera position for the second element only, set the position you want first, then select the second element and click the Set Camera button. If you click Preview, it should play like this. If you want to clear this zoom at the end, simply uncheck the Zoom at the End checkbox in the Preview mode. Now that we understood all camera positioning controls, let's proceed with the text settings next. Hey guys, just checking up on you. I hope you're enjoying the course so far. Well, Udemy will ask you to publicly review the course after the first few lessons. So if you feel it's too early to tell, feel free to click the I'm not ready to leave a rating button. And if you do feel like leaving a review, I would be very grateful. I want this course to be a 5-star course for you and worth your time. So if you feel that this course is not a 5-star standard, I would love to hear from you. So please feel free to message me about what is missing for you so that I can improve that area of the course. Thank you so much and enjoy the course. When you start adding text to the canvas, you click on the text icon in the menu bar at the top of the screen, where you can enter your text and change its font and color. When you click on Dev icon, you will see a window where you will find all the fonts currently installed on your computer. Once you find the font you want to use, click on it and choose what type of letters to import, then click the check mark to start importing the letters of the desired font to VideoScribe. You could also remove the font from VideoScribe and re-add it later if you want. Then you can change the font color from here by selecting the color you want, or if you know the color hex code, you can type it. Let's add another text with different font type and color. Also, let's set a different camera positioning to it. You can get the camera positioning of a specific element by double-clicking on the element in the timeline. If you want to resize the text, you can simply drag it from here using the mouse. If you want to change the color or font of the text you already inserted, you can double-click on it on your canvas and click the T icon at the bottom left of this text properties window. You can also access this properties or settings window by clicking on the document-shaped icon shown beside the text element on the timeline and click on the T icon. Let's discuss the timeline and drawing time in details next. In the timeline, simply you can reorder elements by dragging and dropping the elements in the order that you want. Also, you can hide and show some elements by clicking on the eye icon shape in the element shown in the timeline. You can copy and paste elements, or cut and paste. Set camera to current position or clear the camera position. Last, you can show all the elements you have hidden. This is the drawing time. You can either click on the plus or minus icon to set it, or click on the number and enter the time you want. Also, you can open the Properties window where you can set the animate, pose, or transition time that will override the default settings for this element. Next, you will learn how to add images in VideoScribe. If you want to add images to the canvas, click on the Add an Image to the Canvas icon in the menu bar at the top. You will get to see the Add Image window where you can see the recently used images or the history. Or you can browse the library. Or you can enter a keyword to search for a specific image. You can also import SVG, GIF, bitmap images or zip file into the VideoScribe images library. Or you can enter a web URL to download the image and use it. Let's add an image onto the canvas. If you open the Image Properties window, you can find some settings that you can play around with. I have uploaded this scribe file. You will find it in the External Resources section, so you can download the file and check out what I have done. Let's see how you can add or change filters to elements next. How to add charts to your scribe. It is super easy. You click on the chart icon in the menu bar to open the Add Chart window where you can choose what type of chart you want. You can choose between bar, pie, or line. You can then enter the label separated with comma. This is optional. You can either choose whether you want to show the labels inside the chart, or outside, or none. Then you have to enter the data separated with comma, and this is an obligatory thing that you have to do. You can also choose to set thickness to the outline and whether to have a full color or not. Last, you can choose a different font type. If you want to see how it would be drawn, click on the preview button. If you want to change the chart type or edit the data, you can either double-click on the chart on the canvas or click on the document-shaped icon beside the chart on the timeline to open the chart properties screen, then click on the chart icon. Now that we have covered everything related to adding changing charts, let's check out the voiceover next. If you are thinking of recording your own voiceover, here is what you can do. You can either click the microphone symbol in VideoScribe and start recording a voiceover directly, or you can import a voiceover from your computer. Order URL. You can control the voiceover volume from here. Once you're happy, click OK, then start matching the elements to what is being sent. You may need to adjust draw times considerably to match the pace of your voice. In the external resources, I've added a very useful article about how to record a professional-sounding voiceover to get the most effective scribes. Kindly please check it out. Let's discuss how to add background music to your scribe next. If you want to add or change a music track for this scribe, click on the music icon in the menu bar to open the Browse Music window, where you can start listening to the VideoScribe music library in order to choose the best for you. You can also sort tracks by name, short to long, long to short, calm to heavy, or heavy to calm. If you want to import your own music, you can either click on the file icon to import it from your computer, or you can enter a web URL to download it. You can also choose to loop or repeat your track. Last thing is that you can also set the volume of your music. If you are planning to add both music and voiceover to your scribe, then it's highly recommended that the volume of your music should always be set lower than your voiceover, or it will be distracting. I have added an external useful resource that includes very useful tips to help you out with setting the right music to your scribe, in addition to some sources where you can download free music from. Kindly please check it out. Let's go through changing the paper color and texture next. If you want to change the canvas color or texture, in the VideoScribe options menu at the top of your screen, click on the paper-shaped icon to open the paper options window. You can set the canvas of your scribe at any color you want by either selecting the color or pasting the color hexacode here. You can choose one of the different textures from here. This will make your scribe looks more tactile. You can also choose to add some soft vintage to your canvas. Or hard one. Next, we'll discuss the hand tool. If you want to set a different default hand tool for this scribe, click on the hand tool icon in the top menu bar to open the Select Hand window. You can find a variety of different hand tool shapes where you can select what you prefer. When you click on a specific hand, you can watch its preview. If you like it, click on the check mark to set this hand as the default one to all the drawing elements in this scribe only. If you click Preview, you should see the reflected changes. If you want to set, change, or remove the hand tool for a specific element, you either double-click on the element on the canvas or click on the document-shaped icon beside the element on the timeline to open the Properties window. Then click on the hand tool icon to set a different one. Last thing to mention about the hand tool is that you can add or import your own hand to VideoScribe. I have included a useful external resource that demonstrates step-by-step how to make this happen. Kindly please check it out. Let's explore and go through the different export options that we have in VideoScribe next. In the export options, you can either create the video file, you can choose the format, size, frame rate, then enter the name and choose the output folder. Once you are done, click on the check mark to start rendering. Second option is to publish it right away on your YouTube channel. After rendering the scribe, VideoScribe will ask you to enter your Gmail in order to access your channel. Third option is to post it on your Facebook wall. Last is to create a new PowerPoint presentation with a VideoScribe video slide. Whether you are using Keynote, Prezi, or PowerPoint to create your presentations, you can add your scribes in there. Please check out the external resource to help you out doing this. Now that you have covered all the basic features, let's go through some advanced techniques next.